Hey guys, so today we're going to be reviewing my Michael Myers masks. I have a lot of these son of a bitches, but hey, he's my favorite horror killer, slasher, whatever the hell you want to call him. But I kinda was going to show this, or I edited this how I edited my one mask that you probably seen maybe. I did it a few days ago, but this took me literally probably 2 minutes maybe to do, besides bringing it back in after it dried and then putting some like eyeshadow, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But this is my Halloween one mask that I re-edited today. Yeah, I'm gonna try to show you, but I went around with some eyeshadow shit and accented the jowl lines, and then I went around the lips with that too. It was black, by the way, but once it rubs off, it does get lighter. And then also I went back in some white and went over it again, and then also went over with black over there, and then went back over with white. And then before I did all that, I spray painted the whole entire thing white. I mean, it was white before, but it was like skin color, but like almost the whole entire thing was skin color, but it was white too at the same time. If you look at my other videos, you'll see what it looked like. Like I don't know, it just, I felt like doing it and changing. It was kind of like that color. That's kind of what it was. But I spray painted the whole thing white, and then spray painted the whole hair brown. Also, one thing about this thing cost me like $300 something. But the main reason is because that's where it's signed by Tony Moore, and the guy who played Michael Myers, or not really played him, but his face when it's revealed in the 1978 movie. I'm not really going to show much of this mask because I already did a thing on it where not really showed me editing it, but I redid the hair a little bit. But I'm not going to show this one off as much because I already showed it in a previous video, which was not too long ago that I did it. But I think this is by Cemetery Gates Production, I'm pretty sure. I bought it off of eBay, but I think that's the company that originally made it, was Cemetery Gates Productions. And the only way really I customized this was I just took some Vaseline, rubbed it in the hair, and then combed it through, and then got two pieces like on that side and got them to look like that, like the movie. That's really all I edited on this mask. This is my favorite Michael Myers mask I've ever owned. But this is a Trick or Treat Studios mask that I converted. Try to fix the fucking hair real quick. But damn. This is probably my favorite Michael Myers mask that I've ever owned. But I did a video like 3 days ago of showing me converting this from a Trick or Treat Studios Michael Myers mask to making it look like this. This is probably my favorite Michael Myers mask that I've ever owned, because it just looks fucking sick. And the same thing, kind of like how I did with the H1 thing. I didn't show this in my previous video that I did with I did 3 days ago when I actually converted it, but I did this like last night because I felt like it. I went over with the eyeshadow thing under the jowl lines and the lips and added the black things, and the same thing with the eyebrows. And I also kind of did it maybe in some certain other spots, but yeah, this is my favorite Michael Myers mask that I own. This is my Halloween 4 mask, or one of them. I have two now. That's the only ones I have two of, is my Halloween 2s, and I have two Halloween 2 masks and two Halloween 4 masks. But this is the one that I bought, like, I think it's probably been over a year now, but that's one of my most popular videos of me unboxing this mask, before, when it had like, it was basically almost white hair. Like, you can kind of see the original color like that, but it was a little bit lighter than that. But I painted it. But yeah, this is a pretty good one. The only thing is the neck isn't long, and I don't like about a lot of my I don't know, I don't want to say a lot of them, but some of them they have the slit. Like, I don't like that with the Michael Myers mask, they have the slit in the mouth. But that's one thing about that. My first one that I showed you, from the first movie, that one has a slit in the mouth, but that really doesn't bother me that much because one, it isn't really that noticeable. I mean, that's not really that noticeable either, but still, this is a pretty good mask too. But I probably like the Rubies mask better for some reason. I don't know why. This is my Rubies Halloween 4 mask that I recently just bought. I styled the hair first, and then I hairsprayed it and put paper bags in it to kind of get more. I mean, it still isn't fully shaped out, but it's way better than what the fuck it was. But after all that processed out, then I went over with some mesh from an old Scream mask. From an old Scream mask, and I glued that into place from the inside. But the one thing about this that's way better, more screen accurate, is the neck. The neck is way more accurate, and the hair on this one's way better than the other one. I don't know, I just like this one all over better, and plus that one has more of a tint to it. In the movie it's plain white like it is right here. So for some reason a lot of people hate this mask, but this is one of my favorite Michael Myers looks. My favorite is the second one. My second favorite way he looks is the first one. And then my third favorite is this. I don't know why. It's just, it gives all, I don't know, it gives me a creepy vibe to it. I don't know why. I'm just different from majority people. This is my Halloween 5 mask that I made. Or customized. But it was a mask that came with the clown costume that I bought for when he's a kid. And it didn't look anything like the Rob Zombie clean version anyway. And it did, to me, kind of give off a vibe of Halloween 5, especially around the neck thing. But what I did, I've explained this in a lot of other videos, but I'll try to do a quick thing of it. I sprayed it because it was white, and the fifth one was more darker, so I sprayed it with like black spray paint far away, and it made it too black. Like, people probably think this is dark, but it was real fucking dark. And then after that, I tried to go over it again with lighter or something, and it didn't work out. So I painted the whole thing mixed with black and white paint, and it gave it this kind of pinkish brown tint. I don't think there's anything I could kind of show of what it did, but it gave a pinkish brown tint. And then after that I went over the whole thing in just white paint, and then that was too damn white, especially for part 5. So then after that I held it way farther back than I did the first time, and I sprayed it with black, and then it turned it out a little bit too dark, not much, and then I went over it with pink and far away with it. And then I painted on the eyebrows because it didn't have eyebrows in the Rob Zombie. And then for the hair, I just hairsprayed it really close, so the hairspray got really into the hair and made it wet. I just took a towel and I slicked it all the way back. And also I cut the slit in the mask all the way much more, so it wasn't as tight and it was more looser on the head. And then I went over recently, I don't remember if it was the same day I did Halloween 4, but I added lighter mesh, because the first mesh I added, it was like glove mesh kind of. It was like thick as shit. And then I just tore that out recently, and then I added some more of the old Scream mask in it, and I added the mesh. But this one and my second one, them are like the main ones I've customized. I mean, I've customized other ones, but them are the two that, especially that one. That one's beautiful. I mean, this one I like it too, but I don't know. This is my Halloween 6 mask. I didn't customize anything with this besides I hairsprayed the hair because it wasn't floppy or whatever the fuck you want to say. But I don't know. I just felt like, I think I've hairsprayed like almost every Michael Myers mask that I have. I have, because it's, I don't know, the hair that it just comes with normally, it isn't really that, I mean, it's good. Sometimes they stay in, but sometimes they want to fall out. Like the Rob Zombie ones that I'm about to show off in a minute, those are the worst. That and the Rubies mask, they have like the same built hair in it, and it sucked. But just really hairspray and gel in it, or Vaseline, or whatever the fuck you want to use, and that gets it look good. But this is one of the actual Halloween masks that I have never customized. This one and my Halloween 4 one, I think. Not my new Halloween 4, the Rubies one. That one I really didn't customize besides the mesh in the eyes. But this one, I didn't really do anything except hairspray it, but that's not even really customizing. I didn't cut any of the hair or anything, but this is also one of my favorite ways he looks too. After Halloween 4, this is, I don't know, it's really, to me it's close to the first, it looks kind of close to the first mask a little bit, but I don't know. It's a really good mask, even though the movie to me sucks really, except like a few parts in it, which is barely any, but I like the mask. This is my part 7 mask. This would be a good mask if it didn't have this fucking stupid ass hair in it. But I went back over this recently after I unboxed it, but I just did this recently though. I went over it with black spray paint far away and gave it that more dirtier look that it kind of has in the movie, and it ain't just white. But I like the mask, it's just the fucking hair. If I could just find somebody that could rehair this and make it look more like the movie and shit. Like, I've tried to restyle it ever since I bought it, but it just, I've tried to work with what is actually built into it, and part 7 and 8 is the most where the hair to me sucks. Like, you can't try to change it for shit. Like, I don't know, it's just, you can't change that. I don't know. I'm just rambling now, but it's a good mask. Part 7's a good mask. What this version, I don't like the CGI mask and that other fucking mask they have, but this is a good mask. It's just, they could just, if I could get someone to find more accurate hair and to put it in there, this would be a pretty dope motherfucking mask. This is my Halloween Resurrection mask that got a fucking, I did the sign of the, I did kind of the same thing. I held it away with black paint, because if you go back and you look at my one video that's got a lot of views, it's got all my 1 through 8, yeah, of the original movies, and I'm got the costume and shit on. This was like fucking not translucent white, but it was like blinding white. Like, it was insanely white. Like if you fucking stared at that thing, it blinds you. But, and I went back over that and dirtied it more up, and then the neck was more kind of down here or whatever, and then I trimmed that, and then I tried to trim the hair to make it look better, because it was more like a fro when I got it, if you go back and you look. But that's about, I don't know, it's an alright, I guess, resurrection mask, especially considering that after I customized it and did the best of my ability that I could do. But I'd say it's pretty good. This is my Rob Zombie mask. I kind of did the same thing with every other mask, kinda. I did hairspray the hair because it was coming out like bad, and I hairsprayed the hair to make it more like stay better. I didn't put gel in it, and then also I held the black far away and did it because it kind of had, I can't explain the tint it had, but it just wasn't as dirty as it looks more in the movie. But and I did that. That's really all I really did to this one. But yeah, I think this is a really good mask, especially for the price of it. Like, especially if once you customize it, like this barely took me anything. All I did was I hairsprayed the hair, styled it a little bit, and then held away black spray paint and then sprayed it. Also, I just noticed something too. If someone could take away the scars of this mask, get a mold without the scars, this would be a pretty good part 5 mask. I don't know if I'm the only one that sees that, but if you took away the scars and you made it more, not really whiter, but I don't know. This is my final mask of Michael Myers. I have a fucking lot of those, but still, It's the final one. This was the first one I got of the Rob Zombie, and I decided to fuck it up. Not really fuck it up in a good way. But I did the same exact thing what I did for that one at first. I just held a black spray paint away from it and painted it. And then I hairsprayed the hair. Then when I decided to make it into this, I got the black paint even closer to get more of that grimy, older look like it is in part 2. And spray it darker. And then I cut some of the... Now, I didn't cut every section, but I cut like this section. I cut that section. I cut this section. I cut that section, and I cut that section. And then I held red spray paint really close up, and it was about out, so it gave it a good effect. And I was shaking it, and then it fucking just splattered, and it gave it that look. And then I went in closer for the hair. That's my final mask that I have of Michael Myers. I might as well show the clown masks from when he's a kid, just to go ahead and show it in this. First one is, I'm going to show the one from the original movie. I think that's a pretty good D or JD Morgan Studios. That is that mask. I can't remember how much. I think that cost me $100 for this. But yeah, this is going to be used in my Halloween fan film that I'm probably going to be filming tomorrow. If I can, I most certainly think. My neighbor, who, I'm not sure if a lot of y'all know, but I made an Outlast fan film. The kid in that, who helped me with that, he's been my neighbor for years now. But he's going to be Michael Myers as a kid, and I'm going to be Michael Myers as an adult. And then my friend's going to be Sam Loomis. But yeah, it's a pretty fucking good mask and pretty fucking accurate too. And this is my Rob Zombie kid mask, the bloodied version. That's the only version they had while it was in stock while I was buying it. Because originally I had a fucking stupid ass mask. Like if you go and look at my Markiplier video, that is the one. It's a Five Nights at Freddy Markiplier video that I did. But that has my old mask in it. That motherfucker was like that much bigger than it, and it was like, it just looked goofy looking. And I tried, that was after I already edited it, like it was way bigger than that at first, but I just tried to make it look smaller as I could. But and this was used in my Purge fan film, which is fucking sick. But it's a pretty good mask. I know it seems like I'm fucking trying to for you to go check out my videos, but that's just the easiest way if you want to see what like stuff looked like before, whatever. I mean, I don't care if you go back and watch them. I mean, you can. I'd really appreciate it, because I like when people go and they look at my stuff. I don't know. I just do, because really nobody besides me and maybe my brothers or whatever really watch my videos. I mean, my subscribers do, but more than half my subscribers probably ain't even active. Because if they were, I'd be getting a lot more views. I have 236 subscribers, I think. And if I got that many views on my videos per whatever the hell, then yeah. But still, I mean, I'm not trying to be that person like ungrateful or whatever, but I'm grateful that I have 236 subscribers, and it's going to be way more sick if I just keep on gaining. But I mean, I'm not, like I've said, I'm not trying to brag or anything, or for y'all to go check it out if you don't want to, but if you want to, then it's there. I'm going to be doing a Michael Myers fan film, like I said, tomorrow, I think, and most likely I'm going to use this mask. I think, most likely I'm going to probably use this mask. But if you see any other mask in here, if you watch this before I start filming tomorrow, which I doubt it, but still, if you happen to see it and you want me to use any other mask in this video, I might give it a second opinion, but for some reason I want to use, I at least want to use either my part 1, my other part 2 by the Cemetery Gate Productions, or you want to use this one. I really want to use this one, but if y'all think other ones would be better, then I might do that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for right now. I mean, I've showed off all my Michael Myers masks, but I have a whole lot more shit to show off. I mean, Like for example, I got a Hannibal Lecter mask. I got my Leatherface mask that I custom built or made. You want to see that? I don't know, maybe let me know. I might do it. Probably will, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a whole lot more stuff on YouTube. Like I did, not really a rant. I mean, it's kind of, I watch a video and I tell my opinion on it or whatever the hell. It's kind of like, people probably say, oh, I'm copying iDubbbz or something, but I just have, he's probably one of the YouTubers I have the most personality like, so that's why people would probably be like, oh, you're trying to copy him. No, it's just, that's how I act. Yeah, I have that thing that I'm going to be doing, and I already made one episode of that. You can watch that if you want. You ain't got to watch it. But that's there, and I'm going to be doing a whole lot more stuff. I'm writing fan films more now. I'm going to be doing that series where I'm reviewing a video or whatever you want to call it. Like, I would unbox more stuff, but I basically already have, I've already spent as much as I can, really. I mean, I don't, like, if I was big enough on YouTube, I'd be doing like fan unboxings of stuff, but I'm not really that big, and then plus I don't want y'all to feel like y'all gotta send me something just so I can unbox something. But I mean, if you want to, you can send something. I mean, if you want to send me stuff, you can. Keep on tripping on the acid, because they get you hallucinating and seeing all types of funny shit. Hey guys.